Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Invader Historical Foundation YouTube channel. I'm Jonathan Claiborne. This video is going to be a weird one, so buckle up. This video specifically is about the aircraft known as Dream Girl. I got an email this morning from a guy whose father was a crew member aboard Dream Girl, and he saw her in the National Museum of the United States Air Force and wanted more information about her. And that's where things got weird. The plane at the U.S. Air Force Museum is serial number 4435733. The website says that it is painted to represent a B-26C used during the Korean War by the 34th Bomb Squadron flying night intruder missions. That language is important there, to represent. That means this plane's paint scheme is an homage to that unit. In turning to the inventory records for 4435733, we see that this plane never fought in the Korean War. She was accepted into service on the 28th of May, 1945. By the 12th of November, 1947, she was assigned to the 122nd Bomb Squadron of the Louisiana Air National Guard based out of New Orleans. On the 4th of January, 1952, right during the middle of the Korean War, she was transferred from the Louisiana Air National Guard to the 424th Bomb Squadron of the Virginia Air National Guard based out of Langley. On the 8th of July, 1954, she was transferred from the Virginia Air National Guard to the 102nd Bomb Squadron of the New York Air National Guard based out of New York City. In 1957, she was declared excess, and on the 2nd of September 1957, she was flown to the museum. So this confirms that she is not the actual Dream Girl, but which plane is. Rebel Modelgram released an A-26C kit that features Dream Girl as one of the options. It shows that she was of the 34th Bomb Squadron, tail letter L, and had serial number 4435423. Additionally, Bombshell Decals also has a decal sheet for Dream Girl with this same details. The inventory card shows that 4435423 was received into inventory on the 12th of April, 1945. She spent some time at Hobbs Air Force Base and then Hill Air Force Base. On the 9th of January, 1951, she was assigned to Langley to the 363rd Recon Tactical Wing. On the 20th of March, 1951, she was transferred to the 47th Bomb Wing at Langley. On the 18th of June, 1951, she was transferred to the 126th Bomb Squadron at Langley. Then on the 26th of July, 1951, she was shuffled over to the 115th Bomb Squadron, also still at Langley. On the 16th of October, 1951, she was reassigned to the 400th Combat Crew Training Group, still at Langley. On the 11th of May, 1953, she went to Hill Air Force Base, and then on the 3rd of June, 1954, she was assigned to the 114th Bomb Squadron of the New York Air National Guard, based out of New York City. On the 2nd of December, 1957, she went to Davis-Monthan, and then was authorized to be scrapped in February of 1958. So this plane is also definitely not the real Dream Girl. Where did the model companies go wrong? What other leads do we have? There is this photo, which shows the real Dream Girl in Korea, but there's nothing useful in this photo that allows us to ID the plane. Then there's also this photo of the real Dream Girl undergoing repairs after an accident. The photo was taken at K9 Busan Air Base while she was still assigned to the 34th Bomb Squadron. So based on this, we know that the unit and the plane name are definitely real. If I filter the accident list for Korea to just planes from the 34th Bomb Squadron, there are 11 total matches. Of those, 9 of them are C models. Of those, there's one that jumps out. My best guess is that someone at the model company saw a photograph that I'm missing that shows Dream Girl with the buzz code of 423. And then because she's a glass nose, assume that the plane was always a C model and her serial number would have been 4435423, as that plane was built as a glass nose. However, on the list of accidents as a C model, serial number 4434423. This plane would still have a buzz code of 423, but it started life as a B model and had its nose switched. The accident report says that it suffered a takeoff accident at Busan East on the 15th of July, 1952, with Howard D. Anderson as the pilot. The inventory records for 4434423 show that she was accepted into inventory on the 7th of May, 1945. She spent much of her early life at McClellan Air Force Base and then Long Beach. On the 18th of April, 1951, she was sent to Hill Air Force Base for modernization. On the 22nd of July, 1951, she was assigned to the 13th Bomb Squadron, 3rd Bomb Group at Iwakuni Air Force Base. It was a short stay. On the 5th of August, 1951, she was transferred to the 452nd Bomb Group at Busan. She made several trips back and forth to Miho Air Base, which was one of the overhaul and repair bases. And then on the 26th of May, 1952, the 452nd Bomb Wing, which was crewed by reservists, was deactivated and the reservists were sent home. Active duty Air Force personnel came over and the 17th Bomb Wing was activated. 17th swept into Busan and literally just took over where the 452nd left off. So on paper, every plane and piece of equipment that was assigned to the 452nd the day before got transferred to the 17th, including this plane. There is an entry on 15 July 1952 of her going to Miho Repair Base, which coincides with the accident report, and it does align with the photograph details. Based on all of this, I think it's safe to assume that 4434423 is the correct serial number for Dream Girl. After the Korean War, the real Dream Girl was assigned to the 184th Recon Squadron of the Fort Smith Air National Guard. In December of 1956, she became a target tug for the 180th Fighter Squadron in Missouri. And then in December of 1957, she was sent to Davis Monthan, but that's not the end of her story. In October 1960, she was sold to Stahman Farms Incorporated of Las Cruces, New Mexico, and registered as N9594Z. She was rebuilt around 1964 as a long-range executive aircraft with wing and tip tanks taken from an unidentified unmarked marksman that had been damaged by fire in Phoenix, Arizona. In 1972, she was sold to Victor W. Newman of El Paso, Texas. In 1974, she was sold to Conair Aviation Limited of Abbotsford, British Columbia in Canada, where she was registered as CGHLI. She flew as tanker number 329 and then later as number 29. She was damaged by a fire while parked on the ground on the 1st of July, 1984 at Williams Lake, British Columbia. The wreck was stored in a local scrapyard. In 1990, her remains were sold to the Aero Nostalgia Incorporated of Stockton, California. In a case of irony, over the next 5 years, they rebuilt the airframe as a static display for the U.S. Air Force Museum at Fairchild Air Force Base in Washington, and they received her in their display in 1995. Satellite images of Fairchild Air Force Base show that the plane is still there on display today. So the Dream Girl plane at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base Museum is paying homage to another plane that actually still exists at the Fairchild Air Force Base Museum in Washington. And if that's not a strange story, I don't know what is. Hope you've enjoyed this look into the fascinating tale of Dream Girl. Until next time, thanks for watching.